Cold wave approaching.
Hey everybody, Charlie here. Welcome back to Surviving Mars. The moment I went ahead and ended the last video, the game notifies me now of cold waves. Yay, our fourth disaster type is finally upon us. In 17 hours, we're going to have this. It's an imminent thing, and unlike a lot of other playthroughs, our cold waves are going to last a lot longer, and it's going to take 3 times the power to mitigate their effects. So any structure that's currently using 5 power, for example, we're going to use 15, and that's going to basically apply to every structure we have. Now, the good news is I've planned for this ahead of time with the way our power is, and we're going to open up all the Sterlings right at the beginning of this cold wave. The reason for that, basically, this is getting close to its maintenance cycle, but there's still a lot left here. These ones here especially, there's a lot left in their maintenance cycle, and I don't want to waste it with a cold wave by having them shut down and then just deteriorate while they're shut down. So we're going to have the Sterling generators operating, and, you know, there's a lot of dust devils in this area. It's kind of frustrating as well. So what I'm thinking of doing, actually, because it's only 10 concrete, I'm actually thinking of surrounding this whole area with pads. I think I'm going to put one right here. This is going to kind of give me the ability to put power in this area, but potentially block these nasty wasty skunks. I'm going to put this there. Now, in order to actually provide the resources to do that, I'm going to need to grab the concrete, load it up, and bring it over here. This is like the loudest song in Surviving Mars. The song is so loud. No matter how low I put the volume on music, this one will always compete with me. It's just the way it is. I don't know how loud the game is for you guys. I like to play when I play games for YouTube and stuff, I like to immerse you guys in the same experience that I have. So I typically like to have the music and the sound for the game pretty loud. But as you can see with the options menu here, I do have the music turned down quite a bit. And it doesn't seem to matter. This particular song on that particular little crescendo, if you will, does that. All right, I'm going to open up all the Sterlings, and that's going to keep these things going. Looks like waste rock storage is full. Let me just drop another one over here and let the drones take care of that. So this thing has a little bit left in its maintenance cycle. I want this to play out, at least until the end of it, because I need all the concrete I can get. And then same thing with the fuel. We actually have 55 fuel in storage, which is pretty fortunate. Oh, hang on. They didn't do it. They didn't do it. Where, you have a lot of power, though. The problem with this is that you're going to have to spend a lot of power to get over where you need to be. I need to pick up one of you guys as soon as you charge. It's actually a good thing that I have multiple charging stations here. And, we're good on our power limits. What's this? Drone prototypes. A patch is ready to be downloaded from Alpenglow Robotics servers, carrying with it the promise of fixing the mess that they brought upon us with the previous version of their drone software. Let's hope they got it right this time. Okay? They have offered 8 more drones as compensation for our troubles. Or we would prefer an RC Commander instead. No, I think I'll take this instead, thanks. Yeah, absolutely. And then this pod, we're going to put this down, like, right over here. Awesome. Land that down here. Now, I need one of these drones that just came off the charger. You. Come on over here quick. And let's get you... Actually, I don't need you to do that quick. Forget it. Ignore me. Just continue on doing whatever you're going to do. It's okay. Whatever you want to do, do it. Because we got ourselves an RC Commander now, which is awesome. All right, all I want the commander to do is to sit right about here. Yeah, I want you to have right here. I want you to have these in range. I want you to have the fuel in range. There we go, right here. Have the dome in range. This is like basically acting like the rocket was. It's another point of control for drones, which is perfect.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
We got another anomaly down here. Dang. How do I get down here? Can I get down here? This potentially has a lot of metal and stuff. I think I'm just going to terraform it. What would it cost me to ramp this? If I wanted to ramp starting like right here. What would that cost me? That's it? 16 waste rock? I got tons of it, man. 9.8 waste rock. Really? Seems good. Let's do that. Is that in range for the... Ooh, I think it is. Yes. That is in range for the other drone hub, too. Fantastic. All right. So we've got a couple of landing pads being built here. I know this might seem like overkill to you, but it protects... Uh-oh, hang on. Yeah, your maintenance cycle, you're still good. And you're still fine, too. Okay, we're gonna want to shut this down when it gets close to its end of its maintenance cycle. 5 souls, though, man. Gross. I think I am, though. I think I'm going to shut it down. And then we're going to send people. As soon as this rocket is back, we're going to send some people. We only got 20 million left, so... But this thing here, I mean, this thing would have cost us, what, 400 million to get done? And it's also a mobile charging station. That's very fortunate. We're definitely having that. And then once they terraform this and give me a ramp here, I can get this metal. All this metal down here. I can get my my RC truck. Kind of come over here and make that happen for us. And then once this rocket is on its way and getting close to being here, then we'll start building the stuff inside the dome to welcome them. Hopefully welcome them in better circumstances. Now it's 4 souls in 17 hours. I believe the rocket takes 3 souls to travel. So we're going to want to wait like 1 extra soul here so that they don't have to sit in orbit for multiple days on end. It's not a huge deal if they have to do that, but I don't want to be cutting it close. All right, I think we're going to shut this off pretty quick here. 91%. These things here can operate for a lot longer, but we're going to have a lot of fuel to go and do one of these planetary missions. And hopefully... I need to find a way, honestly. I really need to find a way to get machine parts made, because I feel like we've got some sort of like a critical error here in my calculations, if you will. Because I shouldn't have been leaving it so close. All right, 95%. Sector scan there. You know what? I don't need to pin this. Yeah, I don't need to pin this. We're just going to shut this down now. 97%. Let's go ahead and close that Sterling. And we'll go ahead and shut this down now. So we don't want them to service it. It's 98%. Just let it go. And then we will service it once the cold wave is over with. This is to preserve the polymers from our Sterling. So we don't want our Sterling to be used up all the way. So when the cold wave is over with, this thing will just automatically start working again, I think. But it's going to get frozen, which means it needs a full maintenance cycle, which isn't a huge deal since it will need that anyway. So we'll let it go. But this stuff over here is going to keep running because it's getting us fuel and stuff. And we're going to need to use that fuel later for polymers and a long time for our, yeah. Moxie will be okay to get. That'll be easy. Low G hydrosynthesis needs to take place for polymers, though. You don't need maintenance, do you? Oh, you do need maintenance. Okay, let's move this rover just a little bit so we can cover our tower. It looks like this is going to need maintenance now. There we go. Just a little bit of maintenance, a little bit of TLC on that. There we go. Bring it back. And then I want you sitting right here. Right here? No, right here. Right here. There we go. I don't know. I mean, I just want it to be... I don't want to have to micromanage it. So if I put it right here, it covers every machine. It's right here, actually. Yeah, it'll cover every machine except this. Plus, it gets the middle of the dome. And it also gets, I think, our terraforming. Barely. It doesn't, but that's okay. We got extra drones on that. It's actually 60% done already. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's nice. So the building's gonna freeze. It'll need a full maintenance cycle. I think we'll probably have about 100 fuel before this thing shuts off. Let's take a look at our passenger rocket. So, here's what we want to do over this, right? We're not going to take any of those clone officers. We're not going to take any of them. Okay, but here's what we're looking for. We are going to make sure that we're not taking any middle-aged. Now, that might be a problem when it comes time to getting sexy people. So let's take a quick look at how many sexy people there are. Total, we have access to 2. Okay. I'm not sure if it's better to take middle-aged sexy people or to just have... Because middle-aged people, right, if they don't procreate before they become senior citizens, then they're useless to me. They also won't work very long before they go into retirement. I don't want that. So we're going to make sure that the sexy people come to the front of the list, but I also want to make sure that workaholic gets up to the top, and I think it's composed is the other one that I really want. Everybody else is kind of an okay thing, but we definitely don't want gamers. So that's going to probably reduce the number of other traits, but we don't want gamers. They're too expensive. And there's another one we don't want either. I think it's, is it, Survivor doesn't matter. Enthusiast is probably not going to have much benefit. Let's hit apply here. All right, I want to say, let's look at females first, okay? So let's clear the board, and we'll look at the female applicants first. So we need to go in and select every sexy person there is, like right now. So let's find, we definitely don't want gluttons either. So at Virginia, we want to come down to you. We just want the sexy people first. Hypochondriac's an okay, like, I guess, quirk thing to have, I suppose. Loses comfort every day, but you're going to be gaining comfort back from the dome, and you're a workaholic, so you're coming with us. Composed is kind of, it's good. Workaholic, thank you. Composed, party animal. Where are, lots of workaholics, I like that. Where is my sexy person? You said that there was a sexy person in here game. Are they all men? They might be all men. I think they are. Go into the filter for the flaws, and let's get rid of all the filters for a second. I'm okay with hypochondriac, actually. Because that just means that you'll make more trips to the infirmary, which means you'll be in better mental health. Yeah, so it looks to me like all the sexy people are going to be... All the sexy people are men. I'm not saying that all men are sexy, but I'm saying that the only sexy people in this game right now are men. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Composed enthusiast is kind of okay. Yeah, they're all men. Okay, so make sure I'm clearing all workaholics. And then if we can't have workaholics, we want composed. Nerds are okay. I'm not necessarily interested in the vegan thing, because I probably will want ranches, potentially. Religious, composed. Let's try this one. And we can, I mean, as long as they're composed, I guess it'll be fine if they're a vegan. Composed enthusiast. Okay. How many is this? 7? That's good. Okay. Filter. Go back to sex, and let's make sure we get the males in this now. So again, we want to make sure that the sexy people are definitely in here. If you're not familiar with the game, basically the reason to want sexy is because they have a much higher chance of having children. Like their birth rate is much higher. And since we're only bringing one group, we have to. Now, what is going on here with... Is it because I reduced the flaws? All right, I need to know where the sexy people are. Hopefully they're not a gambler. Shoot. I think they... Damn. We got really bad luck on the roll there, man. Okay, what's the flaw in the sexy person? What's the flaw in the sexy person? Are they an idiot? Because Olaf is a loner. Hey, that's okay. I'm all right with that. Yeah, why not? Wait, there's another sexy person here. Angel. You're an alcoholic. But you're sexy, so I don't care. So how about we get rid of the... let's drop Axel and grab Angel. And then... I think that's it. Is that all we have for sexy? If there's any other sexies, we have to make sure they're on this rocket. No, I think that's it. Yes, okay. This Survivor Composed one isn't that bad. I can bring Axel back. Okay, go back to the filters and turn all these off, and we'll see who else we have left after this. Okay, so we only have, looks like we have 2 slots remaining. They've been auto-filled with a workaholic, which is awesome, and a hippie that's composed. Is there any other workaholic? We're not taking the clones. Those are the ones that say officer. We're not taking those. I know they offered us money, and that's fine, but I'm not taking them. Okay, I think this is going to be our first rocket. Yeah. So, rocket capacity is 12. And we're going to take how many? It's 7 and 8, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, that's 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 females and 5 males. Okay. And the 2 males are sexy, so I guess that's okay. I don't know. I mean, that's the mix we got. So nobody's a specialist in anything. Yeah. And then we really don't have any bad traits. We've got a loner, and I think we have an alcoholic, but so his work performance is reduced, but he's sexy, so increased birth rate automatically. If you're sexy, you're on the rocket. Okay, I think that's good. Let's launch it. 0 space for new residents. It's fine. Launch anyway. Okay, colonists are on their way. Okay. It will take them 3 souls to arrive. By the time they arrive, we'll have 12 hours remaining in the frost. And we can actually start building this up as soon as that's done. Now, we do also have 2 additional Sterling generators I can place, and I am looking to place them. Where, though? Probably, I can place 1 here. Maybe I should place 1. I should probably place 1 right in here. I want to spread them out a little bit, right? So we can place 1 there, and the other Sterling we can pop maybe here. This is okay. We'll pop that there. Then we're going to run power cables from this Sterling to that Sterling. Yep, and then from this Sterling to here. And then we're going to want to also get a power cable running. And I know that these long power cables make them susceptible to outages. I'm aware of that. So before anyone says anything, yep, I know. And there's not a whole lot I'm going to do about it. So it is what it is. Let's go ahead and drop the power cables there. And this will connect all this up to the grid. Now, what I want to do is the dome will finish, and that's going to, we're going to have to start building in that. But I could get I don't really want to get the battery right now. How much metal we have? We can supplement power with solar panels. Moisture vaporators are going to go down right up next to the dome. So we're going to have one that goes down about probably, let's see. How do I want to spread out the subsurface heaters? I think probably the heater will go right there. So we're going to have one of you probably just outside of the dust zone. So this ought to be okay, right outside the dust zone. Yeah, we'll put one here for the water. And this is a prefab, so it's going to build very quickly. And then we're going to do another one just outside the dust zone on this one as well. Yep, just outside the dust zone here, I think. And we'll position it right here. I kind of want to position it here instead. Now, we'll hook it up to the other side. This ought to work. Now, I gotta stop you from doing this, little drone. Quit it. Quit it. And same thing with this one. Stop it. And where's the drone that's coming to do this? Because I know it's inevitable. At least sometimes I feel like it's inevitable anyway. We're also going to hook it up to water towers. The water tower, of course, needs to be just out of dust range as well. I think we'll pop the tower right here for now. Right about there ought to do it. Yeah. I think we'll do 2 towers, actually. So we're going to want to make sure that we're really good on water. So we'll put the 2 towers here. Pipes will run along like so. That. Like that. And then out this way. Like that. And then like that. Okay, now. Let's make sure we're not building these just yet. Not quite yet. The pipes are okay. You can build the pipes. Just not the structures. Not the stuff that's going to take a lot of maintenance. I'm going to wait on that. And then this pipe. Again, I realize having more pipes is going to make this susceptible to more leaks. I don't actually like the way they did this pipe. I'm going to get rid of that. And we're going to hook it up to this like that instead. And then we'll put the subsurface heater about right. The heater will end up going... Wait, I need a structure. The heater probably will go right here. And then it can cover both of these on the full wide. It will be able to cover everything we got in this area, as well as the dome from right here. I think that's probably how we'll end up doing it. Okay, so all pipes are built. 21% on the rocket. Let's go ahead and get the dome started. And how are we doing on our Sterlings over here? Not bad. We're getting late on the maintenance cycle on those. Let the dome complete. And then we'll have to start building the interiors for the dome. We're going to want the Moxie hooked up over here too, just outside the dust zone. So we'll bring it right about here. This should be all right. Yes. Yes.
Research complete. Milestone.
Got the milestone for this. We're gonna want to put an oxygen tank over here too, right next to this. Again, just outside the dust zone. So right, this ought to work right there. And we're gonna let this complete so that it can start accumulating a balance, if you will, for the oxygen tank. We want this to start accumulating oxygen on standby when we get the people into the dome. So we're going to let this and this complete right now. Then, make sure we're over on power. We have insufficient power by 45. Power consumption is 37.8, and our total demand is 82. What? Right, well, the power consumption is increased by 200% because of this. But we're just going to have to deal with it for now. We're going to let this stuff complete and start running if we can get it to... And we'll probably have to open all Sterlings to do this. But I think it'll be worth it. So next we need housing for these guys. So let's go ahead and grab the apartments. I forget where stuff is. It's been forever. What in the world? Homes. We don't have apartments yet because you have to research them. I forgot about that. Living complex then. The living complex, yes. We'll do a living complex there. And probably want another one. Maybe. We'll see. Let's make sure we have enough services. We're going to want a playground to help with kids so they don't like get super stupid. We're absolutely going to want a nursery for them so that they'll promote people to have babies. Then we're going to want I think I want a research lab so I can help with research. The open air gym is hugely helpful for comfort, so we're going to do that. And then I also need a grocer. We'll put that there. That should hold this dome. We shouldn't need any more than that little grocer. And then the infirmary is a must-have for this because everyone is going to be really bad with their moods. Finally, I think we can probably get away with just having a few parks. I think the research lab is a good idea here. 14 electronics. And we really need the research. We really do need it. So I think I'm actually going to go for this. I wasn't going to, but now I think I am. Research lab here. And then we'll pop another living quarter, I think, right here, as well as a little park. Let's get like one of these small gardens right here. And then what else? We've got this. We don't have dining. I'm not sure I need the dining. You're not hooked up to power. Is that so? We can fix that, I think. Yeah. Hook this up, please.
Sector
Drones.
scanned.
Drones, do your thing. Milestone. Yeah, we got this. Okay, cool. So we're gonna have first human on Mars soon. First Martian born will be after that. Low G hydrosynthesis is gonna get done when that happens, when they land, hopefully. And that means we'll be able to start making polymers, and that's gonna help support our power with the Stirlings, as well as let us get a battery put in. Not yet ready to start water. Looking good on fuel. We'll start one of those planetary... We'll start one of the planetary things as soon as this thing lands. What's up, Martian Tribune? What you got for me? We are... Whoa, hang on. Return to front page. We are Martian. This is our world now. The world of rare metals, electronics, and universal depots. On Earth, war is waged over economics, religion, and borders. Here we fight for survival on a primal level. We are the Martian people. We will not give up. We will not give in. We will continue to build, continue to expand, and populate this planet. No meteor storm will stop us. We are Martian. Okay. Engineering story, Moxie, Martian magic. What? This morning marks a milestone in the Martian memoirs. Moxie, the magic Martian machine, makes mini minstrels, managing to maximize O2 from the mainly CO2 medium of Mars. Magnificent. Well done. Sure you couldn't find a way to, with the M's, you couldn't find a way to like with the O2 and CO2? I don't know. And then social. Red Planet social headlines. No news of interest at this point in time. Fair enough. All right, so this is running. Good. Are we getting oxygen built up? Yes, we are. Okay, so we're gonna get a little bit of it built up here on oxygen, so that hopefully this storage is maybe half full, maybe 3/4 full or so when they arrive. And then as soon as this dust storm is done, we complete these water tanks. We do not want to complete them while it's cold. We do not want to do that. This says it's not hooked up to a source of water, and we know that. All right, this can hold 14 residents. We're going to need more than that. I'm not sure this tiny little living quarter is worth it. I may salvage this. I think I will salvage this, actually. Let's not build that. We're going to want a farm, actually, in here. For sure, for food. So let's get a farm going, and... what else? Maybe another living quarter is the only thing I can do here. I need a whole bunch of people in here, so... And of course, we're going to have some renegades. So security tower might be required. I think so. Just to stop crime. One renegade. Yeah, let's do that. Plus, they reduce sanity loss and stuff, too. And... You know, it's been a while, sorry. So, this one holds 14. This one holds 4. And the cost is actually pretty modest. It's better, kind of. This is still better. The living complex is better on power consumption. We'll put the living complex in, but why don't we cycle between visuals a little bit just so it looks a little different than the other one. That looks cool. All right, that'll be a full dome. Farm will get built. And 2 souls left on this cold wave. It's still going, guys. 2 souls left. It's remarkable. Okay, hang on. What's going on here? What's going on here with power? Oh, we hooked this up. That's right. You know what we need? No, this is hooked to this. Yeah, this should be pumping power to here. What's going on? Let's open up all the Sterlings. Temporarily, let's open them all up. Not you. Leave you closed. Can we have this running now? Thank you. Yep, okay. All right, let's make sure we don't get any... I don't want any buildings freezing. It's the worst thing is if a building starts to freeze. Oh, shit. What happens? Not enough power. Again, what is going on here? Wow. This cold wave is so punishing. Well, it's because we finished a building, right? Yeah, we finished something. That's why. We are going to need all shifts. At least 1 person per shift in this infirmary. For the research lab, I think we'll only work 2nd shift. And for this one, we'll probably work 2 shifts. We may work all night, actually. We may. And then I want to make sure that we are under, I think, heavy workload here. I think we'll go heavy workload on the research lab and heavy workload on the metals extractor, but we want to make sure we're not working on metals at night then. We either work metals at night or we work heavy workload for 2 shifts. We don't do night and heavy workload. It's too hard on them. They won't last that way. This farm. I'm sorry. Are you growing a crop right now? It says there's 15.9 food. What is the deal here? I don't know. You should have no food. Okay. Just saying. You should have no food yet. We will wait to plant you until later. Okay. I think I just need to let this go for a bit, guys. And this stores 180 fuel. We're going to be able to refuel this rocket 2 times really fast. What's our total power load right now? Yikes. It's so... My God, look at this. Total power demand from just this is almost 100 power. And I don't even have these Moxies, or I don't even have these moisture vaporators running. That's pretty nuts. And then for research-wise, do we have the heating is number 2 on the list. That's okay. I have to cross my fingers and hope that they do not send 2 cold waves back to back. I'm just going to hope that that's not the case. The harsh conditions of the Martian worlds. And then you can still get comboed too. You know, you can get cold wave and then a dust devil come up. I don't think the dust devils are as common to see during a cold wave, right? Because I don't know. I don't think the conditions are. I don't think that's very common. But it clearly happens still, right? So I really hope I don't have to maintain these Sterlings. I'm about to shut these off when they get to the end of their power cycle, or when they get to the end of their service cycle. There's 87% here, 85% here. And we are halfway full on the oxygen. Colonists are 78%, 77% of the way here. But they are going to have to grow their own food very quickly. So we want a crop that sprouts really quickly. And that is going to be, looks like it's going to be wheat, yeah. We want you growing wheat right off the bat. And then I was thinking about doing a ranch as well. Because it's another food supplier, but it's outdoors. If I can ever find it. I just can't find things I want, man. Maybe it's in this. It's in life support. Okay. Gonna have to learn where this stuff is. Now, this one's kind of interesting because it consumes oxygen and water, but it's producing food, right? And, like, part of me wants to put the ranch outside. Wait, is it supposed to be? Oh, wait, this one has to be indoors. Is it this one that's out? This is the outside one. Okay, yeah. Part of me wants to do one of these. And, it says outside ranch. Yeah, it literally says outside ranch. I saw O and I was like, oh, it's an octagon ranch. Doesn't even have the 8 sides. Anyway, we can put it kind of over here. But it takes a lot of workers to maintain this. But it also produces food without being in the dome, which is pretty good. The other building that does that is this, the Logi fungi. I don't personally like this. I don't think it produces enough food. But it has the benefits of allowing us to produce outside the dome. Now, one of the other things we could do, if we get a little bit low on power and stuff, one thing we could maybe do is to get another dome maybe placed right in here, like as a transition point between these two, and we can load it up with solar panels. Now, the solar panels will still need maintenance. I want to point this out because this happens every time we play Surviving Mars. Somebody tells me this every single time. It never fails. Yes, you can put solar panels and you can put Stirling generators inside a dome. You will still need to maintain them. It does not make them immune to maintenance. But it does make them immune to a giant meteor coming in and crashing and ruining them all. And it does make them immune to dust storms ruining them all, right? So there's that perk, and that is an important perk. However, keep in mind that the dome itself will consume power, so this safety comes at a power cost as well. You can put them in there and make them safe from disasters, but you, 1, still have to maintain them, and 2, you are losing power output because the dome itself requires power. But in general, for this playthrough, that might be worth it. It might be worth the cost of that power. Okay, this is almost done. I'm about to shut this off. Yeah, I think we are going to kill this. Actually, why don't we just do this? Why don't we just pull you out of range? And then that way, when this stuff breaks and shuts down because of maintenance, then that's when it's done. Oh, shit. Get out of there. Get out, get out, get out. Move. Move. No, you can't. Undergoing repairs. Why? Go. Oh, no, you got hit by it. Son of a bitch. It came down, hit you, and then left. What a coward. What a coward. I'm really hoping that this protects, because there's going to be power here. We're going to put some power structures in here and stuff. And I'm really hoping that this kind of protects this area from dust devils. But you know what? I wouldn't put it past the game to just drop a dust devil right on top of it and leave like that that one just did. Just drop the dust devil down right in here, wreak havoc, and leave. That would suck. But I've seen it happen before. It's just a lot less likely. It's more likely that it appears over here and tries to come in.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
Okay, hang on.
Select a sector to scan.
Let's make sure we're scanning sectors. We don't have this one yet. Get these two selected. And, you know, we might start looking up here just to see. Yeah, I think we'll look here and here just because. No, not there. There. It doesn't really matter, right? There. Just because. And then, where's the anomaly? We found this one. Is there another one that's on the high ground with us? No, it's up here. And you know what? That's probably from meteors hitting. So we probably want to try to get up here to get those later on. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. All the structures are built, right? Everything is ready to rock. Everything is built and awaiting us, all right? And I realize that some of this stuff is going to need maintenance. We built it a little bit too quickly. What I should have done is like what I did out here is I should have stopped this stuff before it was fully built and then launched it, right? So keep in mind that that is a misplay. I intended to stop this stuff, but then I got caught up with talking and then this dust devil happened and yeah, there's a lot of stuff. So whoopsie is where I'm going with that. It's a big old whoopsie. But the rocket's ready to land. I don't want them to land until the cold wave is completely gone. Because, yeah. Colony investment. Your attention is required. Slash it, spread it, prioritize, and then start all over again. No matter how much you bang your head against the wall, the budget charts don't start to make sense. We are severely overstretched. What are they thinking? Do they think colonizing Mars is a walk in the... Well, then the call comes in. The mission boards decided to bail us out after catching wind of our financial woes. And not a moment too soon. You give it a sigh of relief. Do we take the 500 million or do we take 100 sponsor research? Now, I like the 100 sponsor research because it means we research technologies faster. It's a flat double research speed bump for us, basically. Right now we're getting 100 from it, and this will just like that. But we could use the cash because I don't have a way to make machine parts right now, and that cash can buy me a prefab. So I'm tempted by the cash, actually. I kind of want to think long term about this, but if I run out of machine parts, I kind of lose. So, like, part of me is greed here. Part of me is, I don't know. I don't know if I take the short term. Like, I'm a long term thinking person. I like to invest in the beginning for gains in the future. And I know, like, what is $500 million worth, right? Well, here's the thing, too. I could spend 200 million of the 500 to get 1,000 science, to get 1,000 research. But you see, that's only 10 souls worth of science. To where if I do this at this early in the game, I mean, this decision could get me 30,000 research. Like, it's a lot of research. So snowball effects long term. We're gonna risk it for biscuit, I think, here, and hope that we can get something that allows us to make some money in the future. If this was anything else, I'd take the money, but the sponsor research is too good. So I'm going to take this for long-term science gains. So now we're making 200, we're making total 300 per soul now, and we can get subsurface heating faster. We can get a lot of research faster. And you know what? In the social tree, there is something in here that gets us $1 million, right? I think it's probably going to be one of these three. I think it's a tier 1 thing, so it should probably be in this first 3 here. That'll get us $1 million, and then we'll send probably even a supply pod, just real quick for the supply pod to get a machine parts prefab, and then we can make them. So we're gonna go with the sponsor research here. All right, in the next video, then, people, guys, people are landing in the next video. I hope you will enjoy me. Enjoy me? Well, I hope you will. I hope you will join me and enjoy as low-G hydrosynthesis is done now. We're going to make polymers if we can. Thank you for watching, everyone. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe if you haven't already. Love your faces. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.